Picking up where we left off, the game was starting to come to life with an improved renderer, but there was a lot more we could still add. Most of the stuff I don't have a lot of experience with, so I just go ahead and try to make something simple to start off with. And for particles, it was no different. So I thought maybe why don't I draw one of these sakuras, because that might end up being a particle system candidate. But I know what you're thinking. What is this cool art software? Oh, you don't know about Pixel Composer? You don't know about Pixel Composer? Look at this program. This is the best. It does everything, this thing. Look at all the things that it does. Using the model system for testing. Look at that monkey in the background. Oh look! Particles! I think the only thing to do is up the juice. Put another 0 in there. That was a super fast implementation. I'll take it. Was it a good implementation? Who knows? Yeah, I want to do an actual stress test where we're like making lots of particles. Add system, beep, 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 beep. The order in which they render is not like correct for opacity. So are you supposed to sort all these particles in 3D space before you render them? None of this, whoa, okay. None of this has kind of anything to do with the actual game. They're so flippy. This particular falling blossom effect wasn't particularly going to be part of the game, but it was a working particle system for now. Make something cool with it. I think I'm going to give myself one on that. Done. So far we just had a temp model for a locomotive, but I was motivated to make something a bit more zesty. I found some schematics for an old Jubilee steamer online and had a go at modeling the engine and the coal car. Is it still the weekend in some parts of the world? What day is it today? Is it Monday? Oh, it's Wednesday. What am I even talking about? As you can see, we're focused in, locked in here. But then when I put this guy in, I was like, oh, this is the size of the train that the whole game was designed around. So then I just quickly squished it down a bit. This was all leading to some ideas about having different locomotives with different stats that could be used to strategically improve your cargo line. I was thinking every time you unlock a level, you maybe get a reward of some type of locomotive or something, or to give locomotives some point of difference, I started experimenting with basic acceleration and horsepower and adding weights to the cargo cars. Whoa, is it slowing down? I feel like I'd struggle to get up that hill. The deceleration factor too high. I want a button to add and remove train cars. So add cars. Crash. Oops. Add. Yo, now we're talking cargo trains. Mega trains. The scene at this stage was being lit from a single directional light, and while it gave a bit of dimension to the render, it was still looking a bit flat. In order to add some more advanced effects, I would need to split the render into passes and do things in stages. For ambient occlusion and other effects, I attempted to do a pre-pass that would calculate the depth, normals, and position for most of the objects in the scene. But it would be important to create some cool graphics bugs on the way. Here are some initial results of screen space ambient occlusion, or SSAO, but unfortunately it wasn't quite working straight away. Here's a bit of a better result. The initial SSAO is very noisy, so it needs to be quietened down with a little blur. And in the case of shadows from the sunlight, you first need to render all the objects that cast shadows from the point of view of the light with an orthographic perspective. Then using that depth information, you can test to see if a shadow receiving object is in shadow. Seeing directional shadows start to come to life was a great moment. In fact, I got so excited I put on a pink jacket and did a live stream to celebrate the occasion. The placing of trains on tracks is a whole thing now. Whichever way you're moving the mouse, it'll kind of figure out, oh, you're going that way. So you can kind of intuitively-ish be like, oh, I want to go that way, I want to go that way. because there's no like concept of collision meshes or anything, but there are these bounding boxes. So for the bridges, I'm testing like, is the mouse on the top face of the bridge? So it's not totally bulletproof, but it is much improved and it's on the right track. Oh yeah, another thing we have is first person mode. Let's go. A giant grass. I don't know how much of a gameplay addition this will be, but it might be fun once you start getting your levels all built. But it's definitely feeling a lot better. It starts suddenly looking like a game. And then we could get a nice little low light with warm light and very sort of low purpley light for the shadows. And oh, buddy boy. Oh, little fog. There's even a daisy management control system, the daisy sampling scale. How many daisies do we need? Oh yeah, we need more daisies. There we go. That looks a bit better. Replanting every grass instance. That's 40,000 instances every time I move the dial. The rail builder, I didn't even show that really. So the rail builder now has like a do and undo kind of drag method. Temporarily removes the grass and then puts it back. But you can kind of create these, you can create quite a lot in one go. And then when you undo it, the grass remains gone. This is the remove tool. You can draw it, it's like a snorkel. We have the next big indie thing. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to take your word for it. Accurate foliage, shadow casting, bloom, blossom casting, ray casting. Hey, where's my wind? Oh, dude. Yeah, I think we'll call that working. Eventually I fixed the wind and the shadows. It turns out you have to account for moving vertices around in the vertex shaders when you draw the shadow map. Lou bought these shades. They arrived today and I stole them immediately. The trees are replaced with this one rock model right now because I was testing it out. So the thing with the rocks is I kind of want to place them on the water. Oh, we can select rock. Boom. Rocks, buddy boy, rocks. The idea with the rocks was to make some obstacles for bridge building and make the puzzles more interesting. Without our ocean plane, it doesn't make a lot of sense though. The plan was to rock feature in water. Boom. Fix the ocean. It's all coming together. Oh, I see something. Looks good. Someone wrote a comment that was like, I'd love to watch your streams, but I can't stand the mouth noises. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Zoop. Yeah, so you should be allowed to build them above, but not on the level. Oh yes. Shadows on the ocean plane. Rocks, shadows on the ocean plane. This weird purple non-see-through ocean plane. Let the fog type to this. Oh, magical. Am I gonna get I want to get a sweet sun. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, and we need to just the POV just slightly. Just a minimal change. Whoa, this is like people playing Apex Legends like this, like, can't make my POV go any wider. While the first ocean idea was cool and all, I wanted to actually distort the ocean mesh and see if we could make it more interesting. But what I really wanted to do was make some cool graphics bugs again. At first I tried using a texture to create waves on the ocean, but it came with some challenges around recalculating the normals, so things didn't look so great this way. I just ended up endlessly playing with it. Wait, with the game. Okay, so this looks like our ocean is scaling, but it's hard to see. Oh yeah, there we go. You know what I really want to get going is these edge shaders for the ocean. I think that's going to add a lot of value. The depth texture, well, but it's been rendered to a flat plane and then we're projecting it onto the ocean, which is not what we want. We need to convert it to the correct coordinates. Now we start to see edges, but we want the comparison to fall off much quicker. 0, 0, 0, 2. Oh, that's starting to... Oh, yeah, we're getting fall off. We're getting fall off. We're getting fall off. Whoa, dude. We just need to thicken up the sin. So that's 2. We need that number to be smaller to repeat the foam less often. Oh! Sorry. And then hook up a bridge. Look, even when you're building. With all the clever mathematicians in the chat, we were able to get some basic edge effects going, and off stream I got some controls up and running. Actually, I was playing with this and I think it looks a bit better when there's a little transparency at the top. The sin happening, so there's a foam fall off, and you can see it's being also affected by the scrolling noise texture, and then there's this is the scale of the noise. Oh, little foamy ones. Yeah, I think I've just got a problem with focusing too much on graphic stuff because it's just so fun. What are the top fans? Well, all I know is that you started out at number 1 and now you're number 2, so you're slipping. Underwater World. Wow. Poor old boat. I can't get these things right. So that takes us to around 6 months work on the main Daisy Trains game. And while the list of things to do is still a mile long, it's okay to take a moment and celebrate how far the project has come.
I'm waiting on the sun to rise, to lift the shadows of the night. Oh, my darkness, you're a friend of mine. And I'm waiting on the spring to move, undo all that winters do, turning death into life. Had its way, and I know I'm not the same, but I long for who I was before the change. And I'm waiting on my wounds to heal, ready for my heart to feel.
Sin for the win! Sign. All the sign disbelievers. That's me.